Today we'll be looking at all the rumors for the LEGO Star Wars Summer 2022 and Fall 2022 sets. Hey guys, so I'm pretty sure you've all seen one of these videos before where we just kind of recap everything we know so far. So basically how this will work is we're going to go through in release order, so we'll start with the August sets, then go to September, then October, and then within those we'll go in set number order. So that's how this is going to work. And let's just get right into it, because I think we do need a recap on these summer sets, because I feel like a lot of people have kind of forgotten about these and haven't been talking about these for a while, especially with the Skywalker Saga's release. I'll also point out that no May sets or June sets will be covered in this video, as we have official images for most of them except for the Luke's land speeder. So yeah, of course I'll cover all of those in a separate video, which I kind of have already in multiple, but for a full recap basically coming on when those sets release. But this video will only start with August. Also, after I'd finished recording this video, there were a few little price changes according to Jedi Jack Penguin, so I'm not sure if these are 100% sure, but because of the new prices I will just put them in the bottom left corner of the screen, so look out for those because the sets might be cheaper than they originally appeared. First up is 75323 Cad Bane Ship with 1022 pieces, retailing for 160 USD and releasing on August 1st. Minifigure wise, this should include Cad Bane, and other than that we're not sure, because technically we don't even know what this is based on. Presumably though, it is the Justifier, which is the largest of them, and it's the, I guess, most well known now since it appeared in the Bad Batch, so likely it'll be based off that. And still, $160 is really big for this set, so we'll have to just wait and see. But figure wise, I could see obviously Cad Bane, Toto 360, Omega, Fennec, maybe even Tornway and Hunter could be included, because I'm sure like 6 minifigures would have to be included in this set. Moving on now to something a lot smaller is the 75332 4+ ATST with 87 pieces, retailing for $30 US. Now, since the last update, we now know that it is based on Return of the Jedi, and is rumoured to include 2 minifigures being an Ewok and a Stormtrooper. So pretty basic selection there, probably nothing exclusive. I assume that the Ewok will just be Wicket. I can't see there being anything else. Like Tok'at would be really cool, or even like chucking a Chewbacca, I wouldn't be surprised. But it appears that there's only 2 in this set, so probably nothing special, just a really watered down ATST build, obviously designed for 4-year-olds. The next set is one that I think I am probably the most excited for, but maybe there's one other which we'll get to later, but it's a 75333, the Jedi Starfighter with 282 pieces retailing for $30 USD, and of course also coming out August 1st. This set sounds really promising. Minifigures included should be Tornway, ObiWan Kenobi, and then other than that we don't know. I presume R4P17 obviously. And like, I wouldn't expect anything else, like a Jango Fett, a Boba, maybe even a Lama Su would be really cool, but I'm really not expecting it. I think that 3 minifigures in a $30 set is pretty basic for LEGO, and I wouldn't expect anything else. Of course, this will be based off Attack of the Clones, which sounds great. Except we don't know much on this is 75334, which will be an Obi-Wan Kenobi show based set. It'll have 408 pieces and retail for $50 and should be location based. What I really hope in this set is that it's a Lars homestead. I know that might be wishful thinking, but we've seen in the trailers it makes a lot of sense, and I think that no matter what, it's probably going to be a Tatooine based set, maybe some Mos Eisley type build, maybe Obi-Wan's hut, we'll have to see, or just like the cave Obi-Wan's in. Other than that, I think that Daiyu is a possibility, but we do have to remember that this set will be coming out after the Obi-Wan Kenobi show's release, nearly 3 months after it first premiered. So we do have to take that into account, and it's probably could be, of course, a spoiler set for something we haven't been shown in the trailers. For example, the Vader vs Obi-Wan duel, but of course we'll have to see. Next addition to the buildable character line will be BD1 with set number 75335 with 1062 pieces retailing for $100 USD. This is obviously based on Jedi Fallen Order, and this will be our first set ever based on the game, because LEGO said that they weren't doing any because the game was too violent, but of course BD1 ain't that violent, especially when there's no minifigures included, except of course one which is just that molded BD1 piece which we've seen from the Mandalorian Naboo Starfighter. So of course this set sounds really good and a great addition to the buildable droid line, and I really can't wait for it. So the next set is 75336, this is another Obi-Wan Kenobi set with 924 pieces retailing for $100, and this will be a vehicle set. I feel like at this point it's almost 100% guaranteed to be the Inquisitor ship. Now of course we'll have to wait and see, because there are likely more ships in the Obi-Wan show, but we've seen this in a lot of marketing stuff, and I think it makes a lot of sense. It's a really cool new ship, and it wouldn't surprise me if this is made, and especially I think that LEGO will make this eventually, even if this isn't the set. Like I said, for the Mandalorian Starfighter, it seems like it'll be a quickly iconic ship. Now for what I think is the most hyped set by the community and also by me is the 7533780 TE with 1082 pieces retailing for $140 coming August 1st. Again, I'm back after editing because there are a few little rumors popping around that this set could be based on Revenge of the Sith and Utapau and include a Phase 2 Cody. Now this was teased out by promo bricks, which was interesting, and then kinda actually rumored, but it was kind of unreliable, so I wouldn't believe it just yet, but I'll just let you guys know that it was teased. So I'll move back to the original video now, but just keep that in mind when I keep talking about this set. Now, presumably this will be based off Attack of the Clones to go in line with the 20th anniversary of the film, which is of course also in line with the Jedi Starfighter, so it just makes sense that it's episode 2 based. Otherwise it could be, I guess, an Imperial one from the Bad Batch, or maybe Siege of Mandalore based, but really none of those really make sense. It's probably going to be an Attack of the Clones one. Figure wise, I hope there's a lot of clones, maybe even some droids and some like unique Jedi. That would just be great. Even episode 2 Anakin and Obi-Wan, maybe like Padme. I just chuck them all in. I would love that. And honestly, if there's such a low piece count, I guess, for $140, they might as well chuck a few in. Of course, this set will have a lot of big pieces though, so it does kind of make sense. Other than that, a detail which I think a lot of people have forgotten about is that a dwarf spider droid is meant to be included, and of course the rest of the set is of course meant to just look like the 2013 one, so no surprise there. Set 75338 will be an Andor set, don't know a piece count, and it will be $70, releasing sometime in fall. I presume that this is going to be a store exclusive of some kind to like Target or whatever, and I think that it makes sense that it's going to be a U-Wing. The price is a bit shorter, the last one was $80, but I think that they could definitely do it for $70 and include maybe a few less figures, but like a U-Wing makes a lot of sense for the show. Then again, we haven't seen a lot, so we'll have to wait and see. Obviously we don't even have a trailer yet, hopefully after Star Wars Celebration we will, which then I might do a predictions video. We'll have to wait and see. But I guess there is no TIE Fighter this year, as far as we know, so I feel like we could get an exclusive TIE variant in here for $70, makes a lot of sense, but yeah, again, we'll just have to wait and see. Set 75340 will be the Advent Calendar with 329 pieces for $45 It's gone up $5, which I already think they were kind of overpriced, not because of like the piece count or anything, but like, I don't know, I just like wouldn't want to pay $40 for an Advent Calendar, so yeah, it's kind of disappointing that they've gone up, but I guess it does make sense. Anyways, for what's included, there's meant to be a Christmas C-3PO, a Christmas R2-D2, a Hoth Luke, and obviously 21 other builds, so we'll have to wait and see. And finally, 75331 is the biggest Star Wars set of the year. Still don't know what it is, but it will cost $530, no piece count, and should be releasing October 1st. So yeah, this one is going to be the big set of the year. It's likely going to be MBS, and we've had a few rumors about what it could be. Now there are a few ones proven fake. For example, the Yavin 4 one, that was all fake. The Super Star Destroyer, which I don't think anyone actually believed, that was fake. And there's also like going around right now is that it could be a UCS Razor Crest, which I don't really believe. I can't see them doing it for $530. Also, I think that like the 30 is an interesting thing for why it's not 550, for example. But you know, a Razor Crest, as much as I'd love it, I just don't see it. Maybe as a UCS set eventually, but I don't see it happening. I think that an MBS set makes a lot of sense with a lot of minifigures and kind of a play set, but a massive one makes some sense. Now the only hints we've got is that it could be a Geonosis Arena, but that was a big take it with a grain of salt thing from Greek bricks, and other than that we don't know. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going around, a lot of stuff that you shouldn't believe, but some little hints and teasers for what this could be, but it seems like even the leakers don't really know what this set is. I still think though that the most logical choice is that it will be a Death Star playset remake. They just retired the old one, and it just makes a lot of sense for them to bump the price up only $30 and just fix a few things. Obviously a lot of things have changed now. There's a completely new Stormtrooper design, new Vader helmet. Actually no, the Vader helmet was there in the last one. Still, there's some big design things that they need to change, and yeah, it just makes a lot of sense. I mean, maybe it's a bit disappointing, but I just think that that's going to be the case. And yeah, those are all the summer 2022 and fall 2022 rumors. I hope that you guys have enjoyed. Of course, we still have some more sets coming in May and June, and like April 26th or whatever, so of course we'll have to wait for that. But yeah, thank you guys who are still here, and even if you skipped here, thank you. Let me know down below which set you're the most hyped for. However, yeah, that'll be it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to like and subscribe. That'll be all, folks. Goodbye.